gonna sage again. I did before. I did some sage before I came on here, but I feel I need to do it again. Getting a strong, like, ancient ancestral energy right now for some reason. I did call my grandmother to come be with me. That's a lot, though. All right, I need to get some more sage. I'm getting low. All right, welcome in. If I don't greet you, my name is Jessie, and I'm an intuitive reader. So I'm just gonna tap into the collective and see what we get. All right, they're giving me a strong message of like there needs to be you're probably already feeling this, but like there's a need to rebalance and kind of focus back on like whatever your like, like your routines or your rituals, like what grounds you. And they're giving also a focus on it's kind of like to reinvigorate you and there's like a focus on hold on, this Ten of Cups. Okay, it's giving me more of like an emotional energy. Like I need to remember the things that keep you in higher spirits, in good spirits. Okay, because like this Two of Swords is reversed, and I like this card when it's upright. I always feel like it's a very empowering card, but when I'm not getting like a disempowered state from that, I'm getting more. It's just like now is not a time to be making rash like serious decisions. You're you're being seen kind of collectively as this it's I don't know so much as so you're being seen as this King of Swords. I'm getting more of like that's a power that's being activated. Like that's a very and I felt this earlier. I don't think I posted that video. I made a video about like the voice and like speaking out about injustice. So I'm kind of getting a tie with this King of Swords and they're giving it to me like your truth is your justice. That's really powerful. So I don't know if that resonates, but it's kind of like there's something about the way he's sitting and he's so calm that it's like when you're in your power, when you're just grounded and you're just speaking whatever is being channeled through. So that might not be for everybody, but the voice I actually think is a feminine energy because of the woman is the oracle. However, it's like once it's in that once you kind of you feel that safety. Thank you. You feel that safety from the masculine side. Then it can kind of like, what's the word? It's like you don't feel like you have to fight to get your voice heard. It's like it just kind of like comes out and you feel this kind of this safety with it and this almost like this embodiment is kind of what I'm getting. Okay, this is interesting too, because like this Hermit's out here, and so kind of what I'm getting is it's kind of like this, you're figuring it out, where it's something about needing to go within to kind of like they're giving me it's like a strategy, it's like a process that you go through where it's like you go within to kind of like figure out how you want to use your words or use your, now it's floating away. Like use your powers, but like use your, discernment. Thank you. I was like, what is the word? Like use your discernment and like what, okay, thank you. Okay. Now I'm seeing it kind of come together. It's like, you're kind of understanding now that like, there's a responsibility with this, but also it's like you, okay, they're giving it to me like an understanding that you want to conserve your energy. So it's like, you don't just want to be like blabbing all the time, or just like every time you get annoyed, you're like speaking out. Every time you feel an injustice, you're speaking out about it. Like I can definitely hear them telling me this, like giving me a pop on the hand, but also like you want to sync it up with your heart in a way that you're like, I want my message to be conveyed. I want it to be felt. Like I want people to like listen to what I'm saying, because it's coming from such a deep, like a prophetic, a space that you're like, I really just want this to be like, it's giving me like Moses parting the water. Like that's the energy that I'm getting, and I'm trying to like find the words to describe it. That's the energy that I'm getting from it. It's like, I want it to be heard and felt and seen and like respected, but then I'll go and shut up and go back to my hermit mode after. Kind of like, that's kind of what I'm getting from it, which is kind of funny. So it's like, I want to come out, want to pop out and say my speech, and then I want to go back and I don't want to be bothered. Like that's kind of what I'm getting from that. So that's kind of funny. I don't know why it was funny, but anyway, okay. So I think as well, because you're understanding maybe like there's an acceptance maybe with like the stalker hater energy, where you're like, I don't know that movie. You're understanding, there's an acceptance about it. I'm kind of getting, maybe there's a little bit of an annoyance, but you're just kind of like, okay, like it is what it is. I can't really do anything about that. I just have to like work around it. And maybe that's why this hermit's out here, because you're kind of like, all right, I still want to do my thing, but I don't want to be constantly bothered by the resistance. 'Cause like, I kind of feel this too, because I'm kind of trying to figure it out as well, because I'll be on like a high, and then I really want to put out a bunch of stuff. I want to create a lot, but then sometimes I crash. So I'm trying to figure out the balance with it. Mine's more of like a physical, sometimes it's words, but sometimes it's other stuff. So, cause like we have this 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. So, and like the stalker card is giving me like, they don't like seeing you in your freedom. They don't like seeing you in your creative space, but you're like, that's the space that I want to be in though. But you're kind of like, because like this King of Wands being reversed is giving me like an emasculated energy. So it's something about this King of Swords though, that's like somehow it's like speaking your truth, like clears the energy. Like again, I keep getting the Moses with the water. It's something about that where it's like, when you speak your truth, people shut the hell up and listen. It's like when you're like synced up with your heart, people are listening. So it may just be that's like that's for somebody. I don't really resonate with this message, but that's definitely for someone. Okay, because like our 2 of Cups. Okay, this 2 of Cups is reversed. And then there's right under that is like this need to rest, and work and focus on your health again. So I kind of think that it's just this pattern of figuring out how to navigate all this and what the balance is. Oh, okay. Hello. I don't know how to do that yet, but I will work on that. Okay. Because people keep asking me to do that. So, and you see, it gets me off. All right. Let me refocus. all this, we have all these squirrels out here that literally just like they chase each other and they're just wild. And I really resonate with their energy, but I'm like, okay, I don't really want to be a squirrel all the time though. Like I need to be I need to have focus energy. Okay. Okay. Cause you're standing here, you're in your 9 of Pentacles. So, I think that this kind of like, okay, thank you. I felt that energy earlier too, like the wind being knocked out of your sails. That kind of energy is getting like frustrating, and this 10 of Cups reverse keeps coming out. So it's like this this pain. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's like a fracture, or it's like a thorn in your side kind of energy. It's like that sort of. Okay. I see it, because it's like if you are, even if you're not in isolation, but you feel that way, like you're in a relationship or you have people around you, but you still feel, like that's really it's an emotional, I mean, it's mental too, but like it's more of like an emotional thing. Like you feel like you're alone. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from that. Is like, you're like, I don't feel like safe. There's like a lack of safety with like the people around you, or like, it is giving me a tie with family. So I think that's kind of like a frustration, but, they're giving me, they want you just to focus on your strengths right now, which is being in hermit mode, which is kind of funny, but it's like, I guess that counts as a strength. I mean, yeah, that counts. I think it's like, you're just good at being in solitude and just like listening to your inner voice, so like, I mean, that might be your avenue to connect to source. So they want you just to focus on that, and then when you show up and you speak your truth, and there's kind of what I'm getting kind of is like, try to open your mind, like open your energy, your awareness to what happens when you're in that King of Swords energy and you're speaking. Like notice what's happening around you and allow that to kind of help guide you and strengthen that part of you. So then you can kind of like come back into this, back in your like fiery, your passionate energy in this creative space. Kind of try to see what's happening there as to why this keeps bringing you down. It's like you're showing up and you're speaking out, or you're like putting it out there, but then all of the backlash is like throwing you back down, and you're like, I'm getting it's like they're giving me like a being in the boxing ring match, and you're like, okay, I'm tired of being like slammed to the ground just because I'm fucking speaking in my path. Like I'm speaking what this justice is driving you really fucking hard. Like this I have to speak. Like it's who I am. Like that's giving me a very embodied energy. So you're like, I have to do this, but I don't want to be fucking slammed to the ground every time. So they're wanting you to kind of, and not, you don't just want to have to run away and retreat maybe. So they're wanting you to kind of like open up and observe what's going on when that happens, so that you don't just like recoil every time. Okay, I think that was enough. All right. Yeah, I didn't really get much else. Let me just see if there's anything. Okay, because they're giving me like, this one's been troubling me, like this Queen of Pentacles. Like this is something that I'm really craving, as I'm like, I really want security and stability. Like I'm really sick of the way things are. But I think that's kind of a perspective shift for some of us as well, because I know that there's an acceptance that you can't just like have things and like have certain people, but I'm like, okay, but can I just have like one or two things? Just have like a few things that I like know are gonna be like a sense of security. Okay, but anyway, all right, that's enough. All right, thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you I didn't know I even still had a moderator out there, so thanks for showing up and helping out. All right, you can send me an email if you want to work with me, get a reading from me. That's in my bio. I deleted my link tree. I'm done with it. I'm not trying to have extra anything that's not helping me. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for coming on.